Welcome everyone to the Texidio podcast. My name is Johann Diaz.
And I'm Kenny Diaz.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier just came out Friday, starring Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Robert Redford, Anthony Mackie. We're gonna shoot it over to Kenny and see what you thought first.
Well, I first off I liked it. I thought it was good. Liked the action. I liked the mesh between the actors there. Like we've got some new people in there. So
Right.
Robert Redford and Anthony Mackie. I liked it. I thought it was better than the first Captain America.
Right.
And I thought, and I also think that this movie, much like X-Men, but not on the same caliber of X-Men, is one of Marvel's movies that has more seriousness to it.
Yes, I agree. I loved this movie. I was mad hyped up when I left this movie theater. That's how I know. It was like at an Avengers level, if
Right.
not a little bit better.
Right.
Yeah, the action. Look, can I say first of all, they did an excellent job at displaying Captain America's strengths. Okay,
Yes.
that first 10 minutes when he's storming that barge or that ship
Yeah.
and he's taking out those guys, I was like, yo, this is it. And that's, which is something that was kind of missing from the first Captain America.
Yeah. I agree.
We know Captain America, he does like a lot of acrobatics, and he's like the one that'll do a cartwheel and then like kick the shit out of you or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Which in the first Captain America wasn't really there. I mean, he jumped around and this and stuff like that, but not on the level as this movie. They did an excellent job with that. It reinforced the reality that this guy is like, okay, he's one of the Avengers. This is why, this is his strength, and stuff like that. So that was cool. The fighting, all the fight scenes in the movie, I thought were pretty good.
Every single fight scene was really awesome, well coordinated. Now, I wish that some of these fight scenes had no music. I think if you take the music away, it becomes a different type of fight scene,
Yeah, right.
like a real Jason Bourne type
Right.
gritty fight.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of the way that they were fighting, it would have went well with more like grunts and no music. But despite that,
It was still good. It was still good. I wasn't mad at it. I didn't really get a sense for the score. There wasn't really the score didn't really stand out at me. Like a Dark Knight would or an Iron Man or something like that. Let's go into some of the negatives, man. What did you feel that was, that you didn't really like about this film, even though we both loved it, obviously?
right. Well, that's one of them. The fight scenes, I felt like the music actually took away from the fight scene. I like myself some like no music, lots of kicking and
Okay. Right.
kind of fight scenes. I like that kind of thing. I didn't like the way that the Falcon looked.
Okay.
He just seemed very flimsy and very irrelevant to the plot, and it's like they didn't really need him.
Right.
Like, I do like that they played to that, and they
Put him in there.
spoiler alert, they rip up his machine,
Right.
and then it's like, I'm out. I can't really help you anymore.
Right.
I'm just a regular man, and it was a little predictable.
Yes, I agree with you there. The predictability of it. Again, there are spoilers here. We will put a warning in it. Number one for me, as far as predictability, was Robert Redford. Okay, you can just tell from the beginning that this guy's gonna be the corrupt, political type of villain. So you kind of see that coming. Even though Robert Redford is a great actor, he did an awesome job. I think they casted him well on that. Secondly, the death of Nick Fury, or the non-death of Nick Fury. Um, this come on, man. You're not gonna get rid of Nick Fury right now. Okay, there's like 15 other films that are coming out with the guy in it. You know he's not gonna die. Though I commend these guys for doing it the way they did. Pretty much, Nick Fury's there the whole first act. Then he supposedly gets killed. Then he's gone for the whole second act of the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, here comes Nick Fury. No, here comes no. Okay. So they dragged it out. They dragged it out to the point that it kind of made you think, like, are they bringing this guy back at all? And then they do, and then everything's cool. The movie came out at a great time, I think, with all the political type of privacy concerns going on, like in current events right now. For this movie to come out and show corrupted government agencies, tapping people's phones, even tapping people's phones that work for the government agency. It's like stuff like that. And I think it's perfect. It adds this level of paranoia that came across like beautifully.
Right. Also, another cool thing, to piggyback off of the fact that it came at such a great time. It also came with an idea that is that I feel like it's it's been in movies before, but never in this way that it's coming right now. And it's like this whole idea of like uploading a consciousness into a computer, which is happening in that new movie with Johnny Depp.
The Transcendency, right.
Like it's, hey, we got that too.
Like we got this too. Hey, we got everything you need. We're Marvel. We'll include whatever you want. We got like the Nazis and Hydra. We got the uploading your consciousness and stuff like that. We got it all.
Right.
Yeah.
What's funny too? I was in the theater and there were people next to me that did not know what Hydra was, and it's a little refreshing to kind of see that like Marvel has really got like their fan base has grown.
Yep.
With these movies, like not like everyone. Yep. Like these guys, like it was a guy and a girl, and like the guy didn't look like he was like one of those dudes that wouldn't know about it. Like in other words, he looked a bit nerdy.
Okay, so what was that? What do you think? How old do you think this guy was? 30s?
Yeah, he was like in his 30s, and he's like I heard him talking to his wife. She's like, "What did he say?" And he's like, "I think he said Hail Hydra." And she's like, "What does that mean?" In the same token, I felt also weird because not weird. I just felt like dang, so Marvel's fan base is growing, but it's also odd that people that are not looking up these details.
Right.
I just felt like everyone with the same popularity of these movies, there's like a market for everyone to become a Marvel expert overnight, and it was I guess it was like refreshing, but also surprising to me that like someone in the audience didn't know.
They did also a good job at hinting at other little plot lines, like the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Program, on the regular TV show. That whole program is going to be altered now based on the plot on what happened with this movie. S.H.I.E.L.D. has been dismantled, and been exposed that there's been corrupt individuals and they're like running it and stuff like that. So that has me a little bit curious as to what's going to happen with the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Program. Also, do you remember when that one guy that worked for S.H.I.E.L.D., they catch him and then they're on the roof of the building, and then he starts going into why they've been pretty much going over everyone's, breaking everyone's privacy and listening to everyone and stuff like that. He's like, oh, we basically did it so we can keep track on anyone who can become who can pose a threat to S.H.I.E.L.D., right? So then he mentioned Bruce Banner. And then I was like, okay. And then he mentioned Stephen Strange, and I was like, whoa, that's it. Because the whole rumor has been that they're going to do a Doctor Strange movie. You know, so that kind of like it fed the fire right there, and I was like, oh yeah, this is, they're throwing that in there for a reason. This movie was great. I thought it was good.
I agree.
Better than Iron Man 3, better than Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely. And just to get to my to the thing that I always talk about, the costumes I think in this movie were on point.
Right.
I like what they did with the Winter Soldier's arm.
Yep.
I think that looked good. And I liked Captain America's suit. And I mean, it was good.
It came together, man. It came together. They basically, they looked at, because part one of Captain America was solid,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I can tell you right now, I didn't have the feeling that I did when I walked out of this movie.
Right.
I was singing its praises, man. I went on Twitter. Do yourself a favor and go see Captain America. You got to go see this movie, and it's for real, man. They did a great job.
That fight on that boat between Captain America and that dude there, that was like one of the all Captain
That
America.
scene, that opening scene set the bar. I was like, oh, this is the kind of movie this is movie. Oh, okay, all right.
I agree.
It was hard hitting from the beginning, man, and it was straight. It was straight.
And it was ruthless.
Yep.
The way that he was like hitting people, you can see people flying and really being hurt. Like I'm talking, broken bones. You know what I mean? It's good. It was good.
Yeah. They did it. They did a good job at it, man. They did a good job at it. Now he feels more significant. I remember after the first movie, a lot of people were always like, Captain America. He drinks the serum and then he has super strength. People kind of writing him off as still compared to some of the other Avengers, I understand that you can make those types of criticisms, but it came together beautifully.
They have played to the actual because Captain America really is an awesome character.
Yep.
He gets a bad rep for being this
patriotic
stand-up guy.
Right.
But really, Captain America's a soldier, bro. He does what he needs to do to get the job done, and he's a badass.
Right.
You know what I mean? And in the comic book, he totally runs the show.
Yep.
And he's the freaking man, despite the fact that he can't fly or anything like that. You know what I mean? So,
and then that's what I think, that's another thing that kind of brings this movie down. Even though he has super strength and stuff like that, this movie was at a more just the level of this movie. It felt like just modern day. It wasn't too whimsical.
yes.
Okay? Even though you see the Falcon with wings and stuff, okay. But it just had this modern, real life feel to it.
A seriousness.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying about the whole X-Men thing. It's not as serious as X-Men because there's very little laughing in X-Men.
Right.
I mean, you can't Professor Xavier. I don't even think he cracks a smile.
No,
in any
he doesn't.
I mean, which is good, and I love that because I love the darkness. I love when everyone's serious. People are out there dying. There's no reason to be laughing. But what's it called? Captain America. This movie here really does cater to the more that seriousness. That level of seriousness that I think that all of these movies need to get closer to.
There were jokes cracked. I mean, we're not saying that. But the way it was done was perfect. It was just the right amount of little jokes, not too many. It wasn't like Iron Man 3. Every other minute, there was a pun or something. You know what I'm saying?
It's they know they're being recorded in Iron Man 3. It's
exactly.
We're making a movie here, people.
Right, exactly. And then it's just they didn't deviate. Even though things may have changed here and there wasn't a massive deviation from the source material like there was in Iron Man 3, which I just still hold the gripe with that movie.
Oh man, situation. Let's not get into it.
Yeah, let's not even get into it. Go see Captain America: The Winter Soldier. You will not be sorry. We are gonna be back on the next episode talking about more of the stuff that you guys love. Did you want to add anything else, Kenny?
Nope, that is it.
That is it. All right. My name is Johann Diaz.
And I'm Kenny Diaz.
All right, and then we will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.